What's up guys, my name is Casp and welcome to my Dream 2022 gaming/streaming setup tour.
Yeah. She asked me, really, do you love me? I said, no way, ho. I can't never love no that I want too many hoes. Put it on my mama and my set, I'm finna count the O's. And I think my pistol might be gay, cause I know that bitch gon' blow. Whoa, where your brains go? Tryna get that picture with me, better catch my angles. Catch my angles. Bitch, these diamonds dancing on me like they tango.
Like always, we're gonna go ahead and start off with the very back of my room. Now, with this entire new room, everything is so much different. So starting up top, I have these two really nice Ikea plants sitting on the Ikea shelf. I don't really know which one it is though. And at the very top, we have my boy Kiloa, looking mad cute. And up above the shelf, I have that little white glowing bar, and that is actually my Govee glides from the old room. But I put them up behind the shelf because we're on a down low angle like this. It just looks super sick. Then right here, I have my two different pegboards. On this top pegboard, this is kind of like my keyboard section. I have 4 of my favorite custom boards that I've built. This one right here was actually the first ever keyboard I ever built. Still sounds amazing as ever, and I love it so much. Then down here below, I also have all these little containers where I keep a bunch of different little keyboard switches. We got some Holy Pandas, some Acco switches, and that's about all I know. But yeah, we got Browns. And in between these two shelves, I had this really sick 3D clock. If y'all know who the popular creator Low is, he kind of popularized this clock. Anyways, I think it looks absolutely sick, so I went ahead and picked it up. Then down below on this bottom pegboard, we kind of have just a bunch of random stuff. I have my camera bag, I have my Oculus Quest and the controllers, and then I have some more containers right here that I just haven't filled up yet. At some point, I'll fill them up, but like, I haven't got around to that. So yeah, that kind of wraps up that little section right there. Honestly, I am absolutely in love with this new aesthetic that I've gone with this new room. Compared to the last one that had so much RGB, this entire room is just so much more modern. Now moving on to right here, I have a mini fridge. One of the things I wanted so badly in my last house was a mini fridge, so I had to make sure I went ahead and picked one up with this new room. I absolutely am in love with this thing. It even has a little light. Wait. Ah, there's a hole in the water bottle. No, it's spilling. Oh shoot. Anyways, I am absolutely in love with that thing, and the mini fridge is definitely a crazy good pickup. Now sitting on top of it, we have one of my mini floodlights that I have going throughout the room, and I use this floodlight to kind of light up all of these. So this little section of my room was kind of built into the house. As you can see, we didn't paint the inside of these shelves, but you can still see the original paint color of these walls before I painted them all gray. But anyways, on the main display, of course, we have to display the G Fuel. It's actually such a bad addiction. I have 16 tubs. Then right above it, I have some of the little boxes that mean a lot to me. So I have my Oculus box, my Ryzen box. I got my little Stormtrooper homie. I also have a Rubik's Cube because I'm like, I'm kind of like a nerd a little bit, and I really like Rubik's Cubes. Anyways, then on display, I have my MacBook right here. One thing, if you haven't already noticed, I no longer have the productivity setup. I still have all the parts to it, but I can't actually use it right now. So for now, I just have the MacBook chilling right there until I use it. Then up top, we have some more boxes that mean a lot to me. We got my MacBook box, and we got my 3070 box, and then 2 random candles that I just haven't put to use yet. And yeah, this one is indeed a Christmas candle. I haven't used it yet. Then I also have another Ikea dangling plant. Ikea plants are literally the best vibe in the world. Absolutely love that thing. Anyways, moving on to the more of the back section of my room. So one thing I do have to get clear is this wall is nowhere near done. As you can see, these panels right here actually fell. I'll show up a little clip real quick of what they look like on the wall. But anyways, this wall won't be done for about another 2 weeks, but the setup tour is long overdue. So whenever I make an entire video about building this entire room, you will see the finished product of this wall. So the room isn't completely finished. I wanted to leave a little bit of surprise for the building video. So in this little corner right here, I have this nice little corner lamp. You know, I'm not gonna show you guys my toes because my toes are kind of out right now. So like, I'm not gonna show any of that. But it has like a little button right there where I can turn it on and off. Oh, it's really bright. Anyways, really cool little corner lamp. I love how it looks. I can't really show it because of how bright it is. But yeah, definitely lights up my whole entire room. I said no toes. Then moving on, I have my first little bedside table. This is where I pretty much keep all of my clothes, like my shirts and everything like that. Then sitting up here on top, I have one of my favorite candles. I absolutely love this thing. Unfortunately, it is empty, but I really like how the candle looks, so I kind of just kept it. Then I have one of my coasters. I have a wireless charger. I have another one of my floodlights. I have yet again another Ikea plant. Then I have this really cool desk lamp that got sent out from Yeelight. and I absolutely love how it looks. So I went ahead and kept it in with the setup. Try to make sure that these don't stay too cluttered because I want it to look good, but also have it filled up at the same time. So I kind of make sure that I keep these things minimal. Then moving on to one of the biggest changes with this new room is I no longer have a bed. I actually went for a futon. If you don't know what a futon is, it's literally a couch that has adjustable modes, and you can essentially just fold it down into a bed. And if you're like me and you need to have a lot of space for what you do, having a futon was definitely an essential pickup for me. But anyways, I got it in this nice gray color. It looks extremely modern, and I love the look that it gives to my new room. Then chilling over here to my next bedside table, we have yet again just filled up with clothes. See, on top of it, I have another, what are these called? Coaster. I have some random like little jewelry. I have like some bracelets and stuff that I'm not wearing right now. I have yet again another one of my candles, which is, it's pretty much empty, but I really like how it smells, so make sure to keep it. I am so sorry for that static. I don't know what's doing right there. I'm trying to cover that up the best I can. Anyways, then again, I have another one of my floodlights. Then I have this really nice little bedside table that's like touch control, but I kind of broke it, so if I touch it, it'll fall over. Then I have the same exact Ikea plant as I did over there. I tried to keep these two countertops kind of symmetrical. Then I have my Amazon Alexa, which is how I control like all the light. Oh, I almost just fell backwards. How I control all the lights in my room. That's about it for this bedside table. Now moving on, you know I had to bring it back. I got some brand new blackout curtains that I love how these things look. And I also once again put up the little fairy lights. I love how these things look, and they were definitely essential when I was building this new room. Nothing too crazy there, but I mean, they look beautiful. Then over here, moving on to like the gaming setup area finally. Up here, I have this dangling like little light, which I can control, but I don't want to turn it on right now. But yeah, I have this like little dangling light. I don't know, it just kind of looks really cool. And then sitting underneath it, I have a really big Ikea plant. I'm telling you, with this entire new room, I wanted it to be extremely modern, so I wanted to have a bunch of green throughout the room. And honestly, it was definitely worth it because it looks amazing. But real quick, let's get into the sponsor of today's video.
Today's video is sponsored by Skillshare. For people who don't already know, Skillshare is an online-based learning site with thousands of creators who make classes just for you. So no matter what your interests are, Skillshare will have a class for you. Personally, I've been using Skillshare for the past 4 months, and I am in love. I've always had a very creative mindset, and I'm always looking for ways that I can improve my content. And Skillshare is the perfect way for me to improve. Whether you want to become a better guitar player or if you want to become a better artist, Skillshare has you covered. Personally, for the past 2 weeks, I have been using Jordy Vandy Put's Adobe After Effects class because with all my social media accounts, I'm wanting to further add detail to each video, so learning how to animate is huge for me. And Skillshare makes it so easy. Simply just search up a topic that you're interested in, and you'll be shown so many different classes to pick from. If you are interested in Skillshare and you're wanting to try out some of the classes for yourself, the first 1,000 people who click the link in the description or use my code CASP will get a 1-month free trial to test out Skillshare for yourself. Again, thank you so much, Skillshare, for sponsoring today's video.
And now for the reason that pretty much every single one of you guys clicked on this video, my gaming setup. First thing I want to go and talk about is these 3D panels behind my setup. I get questions about these a lot, and I have them going out throughout the entire back wall, and I actually had to buy 2 packs of these. They are these little plastic panels that you can just easily stick onto your wall that add a crazy good aesthetic to your room. I get a lot of questions about them, but this is not built into my wall. They're just some little panels. Now we're gonna go ahead and start off with the left side of my desk and move on to the right. Starting off, my actual desk itself is made out of 2 Ikea Alex drawers. I absolutely love the Alex drawers. I pretty much just keep a bunch of random junk in it, as well as my multiple mousepad collection, and just pretty much anytime I might need something, just keep them super accessible to me. Now what separates my desk is these really cool silver furniture risers. Also, the panels fell. I'll fix them later. And also my cable, never mind. You know what? It's not that bad. The cable management isn't that bad. But yeah, I have these furniture risers that I got from Amazon that kind of separate crap, what are they called? They separate the drawers from the countertop. Speaking of which, to the top of this desk, this isn't actually a tabletop, it is a countertop. It's the Ikea Ekbacken. Absolutely amazing build quality, and not only that, but it looks amazing. Then next up, one of the newest purchases with this entire setup is I finally picked up an Elgato key light. I was tired of having those really big lights on each side of me, so I'm so glad that I finally got to pick one up like I said I would. One thing that I love about this light is that I can actually control it with this Stream Deck, and then boom, face lighting. Then anyways, moving on to my headset, I am still rocking the Arctis 7 Pro wirelesses. I have had these things for about a year now. I've never had any issues with them, and I am still in love, and I can highly recommend them. Then I also still have the marble coasters. The reason I got the marble coasters is because, well, they kind of blend in with my desk. That's also marble. Then per usual, you know I love candles, so I have yet another candle. Hot. This one is a hazelnut cream. It smells amazing. If you don't have candles, I don't know what you're doing. Now moving on to the peripherals of my setup. First up, this is the brand new mouse pad that I recently picked up. If you do know, I have all my mouse pads from Gutsy Aiden, and him and my best friend Slush recently collaborated to come out with this tranquility pad, and oh my god, is it beautiful. With the last mouse pad that I used in my old setup, that was a low pad. That was a limited edition mouse pad, so they weren't being sold forever. And it is the same case with this mouse pad. This won't be sold forever, so if you want to get it, pick it up as soon as you can. Link in the description. This is a GK67 that was sent out to me. Now I know I have all those really nice keyboards right there, but for whatever reason, when I'm playing games, having a more budget-friendly or cheaper end keyboard, I just like it a lot more to play games on. Then for my mouse, of course, I am rocking the G Pro Superlight. Easily a absolutely amazing mouse for the price, and it is extremely lightweight, which I love. I might be hard stuck plat in Valorant, but like, that's fine. Moving on to my current audio setup, this is the Lewitt 440 Pure. I get a lot of questions about this because it sounds amazing. I used to have the Shure MV7, but I recently switched to this microphone and I haven't thought about the MV7 since. Lewitt makes amazing microphones and I am absolutely in love with this one. Holding the microphone, I also have the Blue Compass, easily the most aesthetically pleasing, and in my opinion, honestly the strongest boom arm on the market right now. And paired with my Lewitt 440 Pure, I have the Go XLR Mini, definitely one of the most iconic and well-known audio interfaces right now. The reason I absolutely love it is because when I'm streaming or playing games, I can have everything assigned to these little nozzles. So like I have my microphone, I have my Discord, and my Spotify all controlled to this little thing, which is absolutely amazing. I absolutely love the Go XLR Mini, and out of anything in my audio setup, I can definitely recommend that the most. Now moving on, of course, I'm a streamer, so I have an Elgato Stream Deck. If you don't know what a Stream Deck is by now, it's basically just a little macro pad that I can have anything assigned to on my PC, which is extremely useful for when I'm streaming, because if I want to switch a scene but I don't want to have to click out of my game to do it, I can have a button assigned to one of these. I click it and it does literally whatever I want. If you're a streamer or graphic designer, Stream Decks are extremely useful. Now moving on to all of my monitors. Over here, my vertical monitor, I have a Samsung 27-inch curved monitor. I don't know what it's exactly called, but I'll have the correct model linked in the description. Moving on to my main monitor, I'm rocking the Asus 24-inch 165Hz monitor. I absolutely love this monitor. Not only does it look amazing, but these bezels are so thin, which comes in clutch. Then up top, I have the Skeptor 24-inch monitor. Literally nothing crazy. It's just a 75Hz monitor, but it lines up perfect. Oh shoot, that's uneven. Okay, when I have it centered, it lines up perfectly with that monitor. One thing I also forgot to mention is I do have a bunch of mounts, obviously, and don't worry, I will have every single one of these linked in the description as well. Now, one important thing that I get asked all the time is about my LEDs. On my top and bottom monitor, I am using the Govee flow bars. Going around my entire desk, I have the Govee RGBIC LED strip. Literally the best RGB strips you can ever ask for, and these things are beautiful. Now, like I was saying, my top monitor is literally nothing special. For secondary monitors, you don't need anything crazy. You just need them to look good. Now, up top, I do have my hand cam. This is the Logitech C920. Literally nothing crazy, but you don't need much for a hand cam. It gets the job done, and I absolutely love it. Now we can go ahead and move on to the beast of a PC. Real quick though, sitting on top, I have yet another dangling Ikea plant. It's just green and I like how it looks with the white. I think it just looks really amazing. Now moving on to the PC, obviously this is a custom built PC. Inside I have an ROG Strix RTX 3070. I have a Ryzen 9 5900X. For my RAM, I have the Corsair Vengeance Pro. My AIO, I have the Corsair H150i Elite. Is that what it's called? Then I have the Asus B550A motherboard. My bottom three fans are the Corsair QL120s, and the rest of the fans are the LO120s. Now, the reason I have two different brands of fans for each side is because these bottom fans are turned around, and the QL120s do have a light going around the entire backside, so that way you can still get that RGB look even though they're turned upside down. And then for my cable extensions, I also have the Asia Horse cable extensions, I'm pretty sure. And it's all wrapped inside the Lee & Lee 011 Dynamic. Now, this setup is beautiful and I love it so much, but I built this thing over the course of months. I wasn't able to just get this all in one day. I do want to thank every single one of you guys who subscribe and watch these videos, because I wouldn't have any of this without you guys. Now with that pretty much wraps up the entire room tour. Again, when I make the video about building this entire room, I will have the updated wall in the video, so don't worry about that. But I do hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you guys enjoy the room. I definitely worked really hard on it. I love you guys so much, and like always, I hope you guys have a great day.